Good morning, good afternoon, good day, Patriots. What is today? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hello. Look at all of you tuning in. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Good day to all of you. I know it's different times depending on where you're at right now, but good day to all of you. Awesome. We got a lot of people tuning in today. I love it. Please take a second to hit the like and the heart, and then take another second to share this video. If you are following us on our YouTube page, please hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you get all of our latest breaking news as soon as it happens. I do want to say tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Lucas, Suni, and I are going to be doing a show that you are not going to want to miss. So write it down, put it in your phone, be here, have it on your calendar. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a great show. Drop in the comments where you're tuning in from. Give me a hashtag strength in numbers. And also, if you're tuning in for the first time, I would love to give you a shout out. So please put that in the comments as well. I will be giving you a shout out for tuning in for the first time. It was a great weekend, Memorial Day weekend. I took my kids. We waved the flag and got a lot of honks and waves. Talk to them about what Memorial Day represents and why it is so important for us to go out and show our respects to all the fallen soldiers around the world. So God bless all the families who have lost a loved one in the line of duty. We love you and we appreciate you and we thank you. We know that some gave all. God bless each and every one of them. Hallelujah. You identify as a first-time viewer. I love it. You can totally do that. Shout out, Barbara. You identify as a first-time viewer. Hello, everybody. It is a good day for a good day. It's a great day for a great day. We are here, and we are going to get all of our latest breaking news right now. But first, we're going to do some jokes because that's what Kayli does, and everybody tunes in for the jokes, okay? Good afternoon from England. Awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love it. Okay, so our first hilariously cheesy dad joke of the day is, I entered my Chihuahua in an ugliest dog contest and I won first place. The dog came in third. That's a bummer. Woo, sorry. That is really cheesy, but it's funny. Come on. Sherry is a first-time viewer. Welcome, Sherry. Love having you here. So excited that you're here. I start every show with a couple of jokes just to get everybody laughing because the news just really isn't that exciting. It's not that uplifting. So we always start every show with a couple of jokes. So bear with us. We will get to the serious stuff in just a second. Let's see. See, I read some of these on my personal lives the other day, so I want to give you some different ones. Let me look. Does anyone want a pack of dead batteries? They're free of charge. Can't pass up that deal, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, last one. This is so corny. Oh my goodness. They're building a mirror factory in my town. I could see myself working there. I know, it's so bad. It's so bad. Woo! Okay. I'm not funny. It's not even me. I find them on the internet, okay? It's not Kayli that's funny. I just read them to you guys so you have something to share during the day, okay? Okay. All right, let's get into... Oh, I'm frozen. Bummer. Go out and come back in, Anne. I think I'm okay. All right, let's get into the news, guys. We ready? Here we go. Texas Governor Greg Abbott said on Monday that he will veto funding for the state legislature a day after House Democrats staged a walkout of the chamber in an effort to prevent the passage of a sweeping election overhaul bill. Good job, Greg. Okay, I see you. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission says businesses can require that their employees be jabbed against C-19 without violating federal law. Now, I read this morning. I made the news update, but I am going to talk to Lucas about this because obviously he has massive law knowledge. And I want to know how this is even possible that this doesn't violate federal law, because yeah, I don't see that being real. So I'm going to ask him, and I promise you I will do a follow-up on that, because I don't see how that's even possible. Following a May 21st summit between Joe Biden and South Korean President Moon Jae-in, during which Biden and Moon agreed to end restrictions on South Korean missile programs, North Korea accused the U.S. of hostility and creating an acute and unstable situation. Man, Biden, you are just an awesome world leader, let me tell you. Let's just keep going with all this good news about Biden. A top Russian official warned on Monday that Joe Biden and the United States should prepare to be sent uncomfortable signals from Moscow in the coming days, ahead of the scheduled summit between the U.S. and Russia. The remarks came after Biden said on Sunday that he would press Putin on the issue of human rights, saying he would be making it clear the U.S. will not stand by and let Putin abuse those rights. The bummer about all of this is that to these other countries' leaders, we are the laughing stock, okay? So they don't respect anything that he says. They don't believe anything that he says, and they're not the slightest bit concerned about anything that he says. That's a problem, because he's our leader. The editor of China's state-run Global Times has reportedly warned that communist China needs to prepare for a nuclear war with the United States after Joe Biden ordered the U.S. intelligence community to redouble their efforts in investigating the origins of the C-19 pandemic. Just all this good news. Lots of talk of war. Speaking at the 153rd National Memorial Day observance at Arlington National Cemetery in Arlington, Virginia, Joe Biden used the event to claim that democracy is under attack, that democracy is the soul of America, and that diversity has always been an incredible strength when it comes to the armed forces. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there, guys. I'm not. Nope, not going to go any further. I don't have anything nice to say, so I'm not going to say anything. Let's hear what else Joe Biden's doing. Man, he is just on a roll right now. Joe Biden is expected to unveil a $100 billion effort to combat systemic racism during a visit to Tulsa, Oklahoma on Tuesday to mark the 100th anniversary of the Tulsa Race Massacre, one of the worst incidents of racially motivated violence in the United States history. So, 100 billion, we have it. So let's use it to end systemic racism. Yes, that is just a great plan, Joe. You are on one this week. Hello. Okay. Now, I want to play a little bit of I don't know how many of you listen to Mark Levin, but I love Mark Levin. He is a brilliant man, and he tells it like it is. So I want to play this video so that you guys can hear what he has to say about BLM. And he is exposing them as Black liberal Marxists. So if you want to listen, you surely can. If you don't like Mark Levin, I understand.
This Patrice Colliers, one of the 3 co-founders of Black Lives Matter, is now a multimillionaire. She has several very nice homes, including a multi-million-dollar home in the Los Angeles area. She drives nice cars. She takes very expensive vacations, and she's still down for the revolution. Now, this kind of hypocrisy should not surprise you. When you look at Castro in Cuba, when you look at Stalin in the Soviet Union, when you look at Mao in China, when you look at Brezhnev, and so forth, these Marxists or Marxist type governments, this is what happens. The people who are in charge live extraordinarily well. They live like billionaires. You see Maduro in Venezuela, they say he's worth tens of billions of dollars. So is Chavez. So these are the types of really sick minds that run these countries. Meanwhile, people are destitute, they can't eat, and they keep waving around the Communist Manifesto like they're for the people. Well, it's same with this particular person at Black Lives Matter, a co-founder, Patrice Colliers. A soundbite was found when she was addressing King's College in London. And I wanted you to take a listen. It's less than a minute. This is a multimillionaire. This is a Marxist anarchist. Also, this BDS movement and anti-Semitism, that's also what Black Lives Matter supports, as well as the elimination of the nuclear family. I mean, think about this. It's taken right off of Marx's Communist Manifesto, right off the 10 points that he lists out. Let's take a look. Go.
I joined organization when I was 17 years old. And I remember the first thing I said to the organization was, do you fight police? That's what I wanted to do. I always knew I wanted to fight police.
All right, so stop. It's a little hard to hear. She's asking, do you fight police? She wanted to join this organization. I need to know, do you fight police? Because she wants to fight police. Bizarre. Go ahead.
They were the single most sort of terrorist organization in my life.
So the police are the single most terrorist organization. Illiteracy aside, it's the single most terrorist organization, the police. Now let's just wait there a minute. We've now had over a year of experience with the Black Lives Matter philosophy and the philosophy of these Democrat mayors in undermining cops, in having so-called bail reform in the front door, out the back door, of Soros prosecutors not charging people with crimes, and even if they're found guilty, releasing them. So we've had experience with defunding or underfunding. We've had experience with the phony bail reform, and we've had experience with the phony prosecutors that Soros has cherry-picked and inserted in these different towns. And what has been the consequence? The consequence is that we have a massive crime wave going on in our country now, fueled by the inner cities of this country, where she and her Marxist ilk, whether a white billionaire like Soros or her, have had their way on these communities. And the people who are suffering, the people who live in these communities, mostly minorities and mostly Black people, and they are suffering badly. The murder rates in this country are hitting records every single weekend. They are through the roof. The assaults with guns, shooting, casualties are through the roof. And so we have this massive crime wave going on. So they've had their try at this. Does it work, ladies and gentlemen? No, it is a disaster. It's inhumane. Go ahead.
And I wanted to know how to fight them. I wanted to know how to keep them, hold them accountable. So I started doing work when I was 17 years old against the police. And from there, did different sorts of things, ran campaigns that focused on trying to get them out of high schools, ran campaigns that focused on decriminalizing young people's lives. And then 2 years ago, I started, 2.5 years ago now, I started an organization called Dignity and Power Now that focuses on deaths inside LA County jails, as well as brutalization inside LA County jails. One of the biggest things
Now notice she doesn't focus on brutalization by the people who are in the jail before they got in the jail. What are they doing in the jail? Is everybody in jail innocent? Is every public defender on the take? Is every grand jury and every judge on the take? Is that what's going on? Of course not. This is stupid. This is stupid. People who are in prison or in jail, they're not victims. Maybe there's some tiny fraction of 1%, but as a population, they're not victims. They're criminals. Everything from God knows what, a crook to a murder, mass murder, rapists, brutal assaults. People should be glad they're in jail regardless of their race, shouldn't they? Go.
It does not take 2,000 people to shut it down. 5 people could shut a freeway down. We did it in Los Angeles.
Now she's talking about shutting down freeways. 5 people can do it. What's the big deal? Just shut the freeway down. 5 people can do it. And why shut the freeway down? What's the point? How's that going to change society? Go ahead.
10 people can shut a Walmart down. We did it in Ferguson. But more what it's about is being determined to get your voice heard, be determined to let. So
what you're also going to find when you read your copy of American Marxism is what she's talking about there. This is all going to be relatable to specific events and specific ideologies, and specific teachers, as a matter of fact, which I will introduce you to in the book. What's happening here when they're talking about protest and shutting things down, you have professors, tenured professors throughout the country. And one of the books that I looked at, which also sent me to other books to look at, which sent me to other books to look at, other so-called scholars. Our children in colleges and universities are being taught to shut down highways. They're being taught to shut down Walmarts. They're being taught how to create a mob, small, medium, and big. They're being taught how to disrupt and, again, to shut down. She was obviously taught these things. Nothing she's saying is novel or unique. It's not even rare. She is regurgitating what she was taught, the indoctrination that's going on in our colleges and universities. We even have colleges and universities that give kids time off to protest. And we even have professors who you're paying, tenured professors, who are encouraging them to be violent. And some of this is going to make a lot of sense, as furious as it is. When you start thinking about last summer or events to come, when a lot of these kids who were previously in colleges and universities were at home and had time on their hands, and how these protests got bigger and bigger and bigger because they were home. They weren't in college or the university. They weren't in classroom, but they had been taught, and they were on social media, and they were communicating with each other what they learned in these classrooms. And some of them were taught how to riot, as again, you'll see in the book.
Okay, I'm not going to keep going because it's a long video, okay? If you want to see it, you can go to YouTube and type in Mark Levin and BLM exposed, okay? Here's the deal. I've got a ton of comments right now that are saying, we need to focus on the audits. We shouldn't be focusing on this. We shouldn't be focusing on that. Listen, we need to focus on this and the audits and everything else that is happening in the United States right now. Because if you think that the indoctrination of our children and that the young supporters of BLM is not a problem and that it's not going to keep progressing, you're just pulling wool over your own eyes. This is a huge problem. Children in high school, college, middle school, grade school, they are all being indoctrinated by teachers, liberal teachers. I'm not saying every teacher is a liberal. I'm not saying every single one of them do this, but I'm saying that there is a high majority, a high percentage of teachers who are doing this. I see this every day. I'm in college right now. I'm an older college student, so I am able to not let this infiltrate my brain and sway my decisions. But there are so many young children, young people, young adults who are not. They don't have the life experience that I have. They don't have the worldview that I have. And at this point, they just want to get an A. So they'll do whatever their professor asks them to do. So I will not stop talking about this. I will not stop talking about the other news because all of it is important. Okay? All of it is important. And for the long term, anything involving our children or young adults in this country is extremely important. I understand that the audits are important. The problem with that is that they're not giving us a ton of information right now. So as soon as they do, we're going to drop it out to you as fast as we can, just like we always do with every piece of news that we have. But we have got to stay focused on the big picture, all of it. There is so much going on in our country right now that if we just stop and only look at the audit, everything else is going to crumble around us. It is very important for us to stay focused on all of the issues across the board. All right? I'm sorry if that hurt somebody's feelings in the comment. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying it is extremely important for us to focus on every single thing. Okay? BLM is a problem. This woman and her thinking and the fact that she's indoctrinating others with this thinking of negativity toward police officers and how it only takes 5 people to shut down a freeway, all these things, it's a problem. It is a problem. So it needs to be exposed. It needs to be highlighted. People need to have it at the front of their minds. All right, that's just my opinion. I think it's very important for us to cover all aspects. As soon as we have more stuff on the audits, I promise you, we will get it to you as quickly as it comes out. Period. That's what we're here for. We're bringing you the truth every single day. That is our job. That is our mission. That is our goal. But it is also so that you stay informed on every single thing that is happening around the United States, because we should not just be focused on one. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. All right, guys, that's what I have today. I love you all. God bless you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure you guys get your Independence Day merch at www.primetimepatriots.org, as well as if you're not following us on Telegram, hop over there and follow us on Telegram. Blake is constantly posting news updates. Sometimes I don't get them posted to my page or to Primetime Patriots on Facebook. So please follow us on Telegram. I love you all. God bless you all. And I will see you guys tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not miss this show. It's going to be a good one.